evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. I began the last video with 1 win and 0 losses, and thanks to some fast games, I'm up to 6 wins and 1 loss. I need just 1 more win to end the curse. My odds are pretty good. I had a chance to end the curse a few runs ago. I was at 6 and 1 with a mediocre deck, and then I lost 2 games in a row. After getting lucky to get to 6, I lost 2. Here, I don't think I was all that lucky. Granted, I did get 2 Scarlet Crusaders sucked off by a Blood Knight. And I did get Ragnaros and Gorehowl in my hand a decent number of times, but I also lost a game to not getting Gorehowl in time, so I think that it's all fair. All been pretty fair. This is a decent deck. And now we're up against a Priest. That's fine. So Priest's hero ability is usually better than the Warrior's, but I think the Warrior's class cards are better, so it kind of balances out. It's a bit too early for keeping Execute, and as good as the Stormwind Knight is, I think it's a bit greedy to keep that. Let's shoot for my Raptor or Blood Knight. Or some other early plays. Okay, we got something here. I can play the Abusive Sergeant on turn 1. Warsong Commander on turn 2 with the coin, and maybe charge with the Warrior. Hard to say. I am going to do this, though. I think keeping it around. I mean, yes, it, charges with the Warsong Commander and all that jazz, but I think it's important to be able to kill a 3-2 if you're planning to play a 2-3. Alright. So what do we do here? I think the Blade Master is the biggest body. And that is kind of tempting just for that, but there's a case to be made for the Questing Adventurer or the Warsong Commander. Questing Adventurer, there's a case to be made for that because he can start to grow. I'm actually going to do that. I think the charging isn't that useful given that these guys are all 2 power. It seems kind of useless to be able to charge with just 2 power, 3 mana minions. So I'm going to play the Questing Adventurer, start to grow him, see what the opponent wants to do about it. Death Lord. Interesting. Well, I think what I'm going to do in response to that is play the Warrior here. So I don't want to hit this guy because he'll just get healed up. But I'm going to pass the turn. So the Questing Adventurer is a little bit protected by this Taunter. This guy does not get through the Taunter. He needs something good here. He plays a Gnomish Mentor, which is a really good card, but it doesn't help this board situation at all, actually. Alright, so this is looking good. What I'm going to do now is... Well, hang on. If I run the Tauren Warrior in and he has a Holy Nova, that's really bad. So I'm not going to get greedy. I think what we're going to do is throw away the Abusive Sergeant. Execute. See if I can get Ragnaros. Can't. But a Yeti is still really, really good. We'll play the Warsong Commander now.
Quest accepted.
Kill the Gnomish Inventor and swing. So now I've got really good survival against Holy Nova. Holy Nova actually kills nothing. He still can't deal with the Questing Adventurer except by Shadow Word Death, but that would be most of his mana, and I've got plenty of other things to do here. Okay, is he going to have Shadow Word Death? He doesn't actually have a Shadow Word Death. That's very, very lucky for me. And I gotta think now. So in my game against the Mage, I was way too timid. I didn't hit her in the face enough. But this isn't the Mage. He's not going to get any Flame Strikes or anything. I might as well just kill off his stuff, honestly. So what we'll do here is think. Do I want to play the Spellbreaker to stop him from getting cards? No. We're just going to play the biggest thing I've got, which this is like the biggest nightmare for Priests ever. Priests just can't kill that thing. We'll kill the Acolyte with the Yeti. We'll kill the Loot Hoarder with my guy to enrage him. I'm going to swing for 8 damage. I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous. He can't clear this board. Holy Nova does not work. And Shadow Word Death, he can only play 2 of them. And I think he would have played one last turn if he had one, instead of that Acolyte of Pain, so he probably doesn't have 2 of them. He's going to Thought Steal. What could he get? He could get Whirlwind, that would kill one of my creatures, or he could Concede. Well, that is just about the best 6-1 game I could have possibly hoped for. Shuka goes down. Questing Adventurer. I'm going to give myself some credit. I think, I had a hand that was Warsong Commander, Questing Adventurer, Tauren Warrior, and the Blade Master. I had like 4 3-mana minions, and I think I picked the absolute correct one to play on turn 3, and I'm not sure that everyone would have made that play. Maybe you were watching this one like, well, duh, Boris, Questing Adventurer was obviously the play to make there. I frankly would have unsubscribed from your channel and spit at you in disgust if you had done anything else. I was tempted to do that just because you were talking about it as if it were a choice. Duh. But maybe it's obvious to you. I don't know. I thought it was a difficult choice, and I think I made the right one. Alright, so here Rag obviously has to get mulliganed, and Rampage on Blade Master is a combo, but I think it's a mistake to keep the Rampage there. You need to get minions. You can't expect this thing to live. This is a pretty garbage opening hand. As a second player, you know, you could at least have coined one of them out on turn 2, but as the first player, you're just stuck doing nothing until turn 3. And then these are really not even like premier 3-mana minions, so you're not going to catch up very much if the opponent gets off to a fast start. And I get another 3-mana minion. Okay. Well, let's chant the classic motto of at least I made it to 7 before getting an abysmal opening hand and maybe losing. Alright, does she have a ringleader or just something else? There's a raptor. Man, can I please get my raptor or something? Please. Whirlwind. Not exactly what I needed. Cleave at least would give me the hope I could kill both of her creatures next turn, but Whirlwind is just sucky. So these guys both die to the raptor in a rather ignominious fashion. At least she has a slow start with nothing on turn 2. Kind of bizarre that she would point this out if she has nothing on turn 2 besides the dagger. So I'm not that bothered by it. We're going to play this guy because he's crappier than the Injured Blade Master, so I'd rather trade him for her 2-drop. But when you're picking which of your 3-drops to trade for your opponent's 2-drop, it's a pretty bad thing. Alright, so that's why she made the dagger. Deadly Poison here. She eviscerates. Why eviscerate when you could have just killed the thing with your Deadly Poison? That makes 0 sense. She's just sitting on Deadly Poison. I could actually play an Ooze now and kill it. Oh god, this is a pretty bad play. Heroic Strike seems really dumb here. We'll just play the Blade Master and call it a day. So see if she wants to use Deadly Poison on that, or maybe throw away her Raptor. And the Spiteful Smith will come after that. Or I could use the Arcanite Reaper to overkill the Raptor. Alright, she decides to finally use her weapon. Yeti. Okay, so we're gonna have to play the Arcanite Reaper now to kill off the Yeti. I'm concerned about my health a little bit and the fact that I've like made no progress. Cleave, you're late. Cleave would let me clear the board. I'm gonna do that. I think the board is important enough to clear at this point that I'm gonna do it, even though it means giving her a mana. Could have used Heroic Strike, but I wanted to get that Golem out of the way and use up more of my mana. So I'm definitely behind here in a gross fashion. She hits me in the face, which suggests she's going to play an Assassin's Blade, otherwise there would have been no reason for doing this. Embouchure is interesting. Is she going to play another minion? No, she's going to remake the dagger. Well, that's too bad. So the Embouchure will just die and not have any penalties, which is always kind of sad. But at least I can kill it and not have any repeated feedings from it. She's way ahead. She's got 5 cards to my soon-to-be 5, but she's got the first play, which is very, very sad. There's the Assassin's Blade, and she's going to start hitting me in the face, unsurprisingly. Thankfully, I can get a taunt up, maybe, with the defender, but it's nothing like a sure thing. Armor up, past the turn. She can get me down to 11. Probably won't kill me this turn. Gonna have to hope I get another minion, like a Yeti would be perfect. Hope this lives and get a Yeti so I can get these 2 giant taunts. Tiger's very scary because I can't kill it. That is also scary because she's going at my face. She's really thinking she can burn me out. I need a minion so that Defender of Argus is maximally useful and I get Rampage. Well, there is a way to use Rampage. I can drop this guy. And think, if I hit this, it'll be at 4 plus 3 is 7. Oh, I could slam Whirlwind. Rampage. No, that's too much mana. I cannot slam Whirlwind Rampage. So I'll slam this, and Whirlwind would have killed it, but then I wouldn't have enough for Rampage. But do I need it? It would be a 5/6. No, let's just go ahead and keep it simple, keep it safe. We're going to do that. Gonna Rampage. Going to armor up. She can kill this. Am I gonna hit her in the face with a weapon? I'm too low of health to really ever consider hitting any more minions with that weapon, so I'm just gonna hit her in the face, and we'll see if she can kill this. I mean, without hitting it. If she hits it, she's down to 11 health. I might be able to burn her out. Uh-oh, she has a sap. Oh, okay. I'm at 11 health, down to 3 health now. I've also lost my taunter, down to 1 health now. And she has a taunter of her own. Oh, that sap was ridiculously good. Crap. Can I even survive now? I don't think I can anymore. That's not gonna help. Well, let's slam. Let's slam. Slam-a-lam a ding-dong here. See what we get. Wrathy Weaponsmith. Well, ladies and gentlemen, always go out in style. hit you very hard, stupid monkey. And die. Well, it's a bit sad, but again, at least I made it to 7 wins. Made my daily quest. And I can't really complain. That was a pretty good game. I had a bad draw, and I lost because of that. If I had gotten, like, even a 2-drop minion, even that much could have tipped the scales. Because it ended up being sort of close in the end. Just a little bit more defense, and I could have survived. Either getting another minion with taunt, so the Defender of Argus would have given me taunt, or her not having a sap. It's a lot to ask though, because sap, assassinate, and silence would all have taken care of that taunting Smith. Oh my God, it's Chuka. I remember that name. That is actually the priest that we played to get up to 7 wins. Hilarious. Hilarious. You know, I overrated Whirlwind. That card is just too conditional. It's too conditional. I keep getting it and not really liking it that much. Heroic Strike is another card that hasn't been thrilling me. That card's best if you can actually use it for burnout. And I haven't really been doing a very good job burning my opponents out. And Rampage, you know, I think it was a bad pack, but I have a soft spot in my heart for that card, and it just keeps not being very good. Okay, so he gets off to a good start here. He's going to go up a card, because he's going to kill my Abusive Sergeant with the Loot Hoarder. And the Loot Hoarder draws a card. Abusive Sergeant obviously does not, so he's up a card. Maybe, though, he'll play a Scarlet Crusader here, and I can play Blood Knight, and then that would be awesome. No, it's a Dark Cultist. Okay, well, Dark Cultist at least has the chief advantage of dying to Heroic Strike. I would like not to have to play Heroic Strike. I would have liked to play my minion that I got, but I will accept this. So Heroic Strike, after I badmouth it, actually gives me a clutch kill on a 3-mana minion. Pretty good. Now if he plays a Yeti or Ascension, Dark Iron Dwarf is fantastic. Not only do priests have a double of a time killing it, but this Raptor will trade up. Shadow Word Pain. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. Now I don't have any good plays. I could waste Dark Iron Dwarf or play a 3-mana minion. Neither of those is that appealing. If I got a... what's his face? A 5-mana card, either a Spectral Knight or a Spiteful Smith, I would have played them with the coin, but I can't. So instead I'm going to do the coin here. Play the Panda and the Warrior. I think that was the right time for the coin. I need to get some board presence. He's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6, so I'm doing okay. Dark Iron Dwarf plus Panda will kill a lot of 4-drops, but not all 5-drops, not like Fen Creeper and stuff. Tiger will die, but unfortunately I can't do that. So the Tiger will kill both of these creatures, basically. That kind of sucks. Sucks load of dogs is what it does. Alright, we'll play out the Dwarf, I guess, and... It's a really lame thing here that this is just going to die an ignoble death. Oh, even worse, my Dwarf is going to die. Death. Ouch. Here's where I wouldn't actually mind a Whirlwind. It'll kill that off. No! Powerful Chuka is really bad. I was going to kill this with my Panda, but now I can't. Okay, so this is going much better for Chuka. In the last game, Chuka just rolled over and died, but here I am in a flaming monkey butt ton of trouble. I could hit this in Rampage. That's not actually worth it, though. We're just going to keep fast. Right now, they can run into each other, or this guy will actually live. Ragnaros, I'd love to play him next turn. Can't, though. Hopefully, some Ardent Squire or something comes down. I gotta get lucky with this Blood Knight, so I can beat Chuka the second time. If I lose here, it'll be kind of interesting, because it means that if he had beaten me the first time, I might have actually not made it to 7. And I guess it means he had a good deck and just got a bad draw the first time out. This was the guy that I played the Questing Adventurer on turn 2. Oh geez, that guy is getting a lot of health. I cannot play Ragnaros, which might have actually gotten me out of this jam. Spiteful Smith is really too late, but I mean, what else am I gonna do? There's nothing just to watch this die to the Temple Enforcer. And then play Ragnaros, but the problem is Ragnaros dies to Shadow Word Death, and he's gonna just have a lot of minions out here. Yeah, this game just never got off the ground. That Power Word Shield was insanely good. That Loot Hoarder was good. I just had the wrong stuff.
I must consider.
So I make it a 6-1, winning 5 games in a row, or something. No. Yeah, I won like 5 games in a row. And then I think. When did I lose my first game? I think it was actually at the beginning of the video. Or the last video. And then I make it to 7 wins, finally, and then I lose 2 in a row. A bit sad. But okay, we got our Blood Knight here. That's good. And I can execute something. This thing hits harder, this thing has more health. That's quite the conundrum. I'll kill the thing that hits harder. Although I'm not sure that was the right move. Alright, fine. We'll do this and we'll rampage. I should use it at some point. Even though it's gonna die now. And now we're saving up for Ragnaros. Problem is I can actually get mind controlled. Yeah, I mean I'm way behind here.
Your magic.
He's gonna silence my Blood Knight, so that actually means he doesn't have to use up Shadow Word Death. As I was kind of hoping he'd have to. That guy just dies. Dark Cultist number 2. This is like a complete reversal of the last game. Complete and utter reversal. He's just mowing me down. Alrighty. Rag as it is. Cleave doesn't even do anything. It doesn't even kill a single one of his minions. Breaker. Boom. Alright, the thing is, you could just 2-for-1 into Rag and still be winning this game handily. That's the major problem. Gorehowl wouldn't do enough to catch me up here. Yep, he sees what I see. Light spawn. Acolyte, I saw that Acolyte last time. It was much less impressive. I think I'm going to draw a card and concede. Unless there's a really compelling reason not to. And that is, well, let's see what do we got. Gorehowl. Okay. Let's keep on fighting. Let's keep on fighting. I mean, technically I can kill all of his minions with Gorehowl, technically. And then I might be able to win. See what he's got. He might have removal or something, and then if he can't play anything, I might actually steal a win here. Okay. Questing Adventure doesn't actually work very well. If I kill the Dark Cultist, this thing goes up to be a 1/6. If I play the Questing Adventure and Cleave, it doesn't actually really do anything. You know, we gotta do it though. It sucks a lot to do this. But it just has to be done.
Job's done.
I'll give the Acolyte the health bonus. And he's probably got removal for the Questing Adventure. He can actually get another card off the Acolyte. I just had to get that thing out here and get it buffed. Maybe I could have held on to it and played it later. Just killed the Acolyte with Gorehowl that turn. That might have been smarter. Also wish I hadn't thrown away Rampage. Uh-oh. Well, Soul Priest means he can actually burn out my Questing Adventure, and now he's got plenty of cards thanks to Mr. Acolyte. So now I'll draw a card and concede. Yeah, definitely gonna concede. And that's that. So 7 wins. That's what I break my streak with. 7 wins. Well, you know what? We'll just take it here. So thanks for watching. Please like the video, but it's not over yet. There's still another 27 minutes to go. We'll start the next run. See again here. 170 gold, not bad. Tidy little profit. And let's take a look at my stats sheet and decide what I need to play next. Is it going to show me my options? Okay, so it's going to be Priest, Druid, or Paladin. Well, I have only played Priest 2 times. Priest and Mage are the only 2 classes left that I've only played twice each. So it's going to be Priest. Priest is the only class left with whom I have an immaculate record. All good things must come to an end, but my first run with Priest was 10 wins, my second run was 8. I'd like to keep that streak going and also have another good run after a bunch of terrible ones. Alright, this is a tough choice. The Sunfree Protector is a minion I like a lot. It's good early, it's good late. The Sunwalker, of course, is a nice 6-drop. I'm going to take the Sunfree Protector because it's good early, it's good late, and it gives you a lower curve, and it gives you taunt like the Sunwalker does. So, I'm going to grab it here. Holy Smite for removal is an easy pick there. I think Shadow Word Death, you have to take over Power Word Shield. Good as the shield is, the Shadow Word Death is really, really important. So Mind Control or Dark Cultist? Dark Cultist continuously underwhelms me. Mind Control, though, kind of forces you into a very late game sort of mold, which I don't like if I can avoid it. So I'll take the Dark Cultist, even though he has underwhelmed me so far, just in the hopes that maybe one day he'll surprise me. I'll take an Argent Squire for early plays, although the Kobold Geomancer is fine. Here, since I passed on the Sunwalker, we'll take the Ogre. Lightspawn has issues, and I'll rather have the more consistent Ogre. Jura Drake and 2 Junkie Saurus Rexes, I'll take those. Almost afraid to take the Scarlet Crusader here because of the Blood Knight experience in my last game, but it is a good card, so I'll take it. Yeti or the Knight? I think we'll take the Yeti. It's cheaper, and I think that's significant. Alright, Mass Dispel or the Sun Fury Protector. Silence is good nowadays, and I currently have none, so I'll take the Dispel, but I wouldn't have done that in the early days. Take the Fairy Dragon here. Again, passing on the Geomancer. And Mind Control, again. I'll take a Mind Control here over the generic 3-2. Well, mostly generic 3-2. I think the Stormo Knight's generally better than the Wolf Rider, so I will take him. And here, Power Word Shield could be good. The Worgen, I don't really want more 3-drops, since I already have the Cultist and the Crusader. Yeah, I'll take the Shield. Ah, that sucks. So do I want 2 Mass Dispels? No, but I also don't want the Pimp. So we're taking another Mass Dispel, but I really regret not taking that Sun Fury Protector. These are junky, so I'm going to take the Zombie Chow, even though this isn't exactly the right deck for it. Buff or Golem? It's a tough call. I'll take the buff. The Golem is generally better, but the Shattered Sun Cleric allows for some more explosive plays early on. And I pass on the Oak because I've already got one, and a Drake and a Mind Control. It's fine halfway through the draft for the number of big cards I have. Holy Nova comes up. That's good. Crap, I hate Frostblue Warlord. We'll take the Raid Leader here for some more buffing. Knife Juggler over the Ravenholt Assassin easily because I need some 2-drops. And here's a tough moment. Shadow Word Pain, which I don't have, or Holy Nova, which I already have one of. We'll take the Pain because I need that single target removal, but that was a tough call. Divine Spirits Utter Garbage. We'll take the Grunt because the Mad Scientist doesn't do anything. Undertaker. What do we got here? I could go... That goes with Zombie Chow. And goes with Dark Cultist. That's 2. Just 2. It's not really enough, but these things are junk. I hate this thing. It's a 1-4 for 2, which is sometimes good, but it sometimes screws you over. I guess we're taking Undertaker and hoping to get some more Death Rattle. None here. We'll take that guy. Alright, this is another Death Rattle. Fen Creeper wouldn't be bad, but I do need to make sure the Undertaker's not totally dead, and this is a pretty solid choice, so we'll take it. Well, I hope it's a solid choice, I don't know. Like I said, it has kind of underwhelmed me. 2 Mind Controls is too many. Mind Blasts are just going down a card, so Ogre Magi it is, though I'm not that jazzed about it. And this engine's really good, but I want to keep my curve a little bit down, because I've got a lot of 3s and 4s, and the Undertaker does want these spiders, so I normally would not do that. Thought Steal for card advantage has got to be the choice there. And I'll take another Shadow Word Death. Shadow Word Death can sometimes be dead. Stormpike Commando is a bit mediocre. We'll take the Shadow Word Death, although I could definitely see myself regretting that. And here, either the Shadow Madness or the Knife Juggler. Now, some people swear by Shadow Madness, but I'm going to take the Knife Juggler because, honestly, the Shadow Madness oftentimes is dead, whereas the Knife Juggler, you can at least play it onto the board and it'll distract something or throw a knife or 2 and be good. Shadow Madness, I am like the world's most lukewarm fan of that card. It is good, and it's sometimes very good, but a lot of times it does nothing, and I don't like that. I'd rather get as much as I can that I know is going to be good for me, especially because this deck is a bit low for early plays. I mean, I do have 3 1-drops with the Zombie Chow, the Undertaker, and the Argent Squire, but 2 drops were a bit lacking, and with only 1 drop, sometimes you can fall behind if the opponent has good 2 drops. I think I've lost more than 1 game that way. It's playing 1-drops, and then just the opponent calmly plays a bunch of 2-drops and wins. Yikes, that is just the most abysmal opening hand imaginable. So we'll mulligan the Death, the Dispel, and the Ogre. I hate having 2 Mass Dispels. I just have a bad feeling about that. And we get Junk. Wow. Alright, so those 1-drops, 2-drops, nowhere to be found. Can I get a 1-drop or a 2-drop? Nope. Okay, yep, alright, fine, we'll play this next turn. Hopefully he doesn't have a coined 2-3. That'd be very annoying. Please just pass the turn. Please pass the... Nope, stop, stop. Oh, I hate you, you suck. Please be a 3-2. Alright, at least it's a 3-2. So we're going to play the Grunt and trade for the Ooze, hopefully. Hopefully.
What you want?
So we'll see these Dark Cultists in action. I got, I think, what, 2 of them? Yeah, I think I got 2 of them in the deck. So we should see them in action a fair bit. He's going to voluntarily trade and play the Berserker. So thankfully he didn't play the Berserker first. The Berserker came from over here. He should have played that first, I think. Let's try the Dark Cultist. This is good just as a 3-4 for 3. It kills the Berserker. And it can hit for 4 damage if needed. I can also buff it up next turn. Yeah, this could be good. These Dark Cultists could be the best I've ever seen them be. Shadow Word Pain would be a very nice answer to the Scarlet Crusader here. Alright, we're going to play the other Dark Cultist. Now whichever one he kills, the other one gets buffed. We'll put some health on the one who's about to get hit.
My fate is sealed.
This is very maddening because there's both now 3-4s. The Scarlet Crusader can't quite kill him. I'm at high health. And whichever one he kills, the other one gets buffed. This engine makes me wish this were a Shadow Word Pain. Raid Leader doesn't quite let me kill that thing. I really need like a Dark Iron Dwarf. Well, we're going to play the Raid Leader anyway. And think, do I want to heal these guys or one of them? I do, because Holy Nova will wreck me otherwise. So we're going to hit that thing, heal so it doesn't die to Holy Nova, kill it. That's the turn. So now if he Holy Novas, this guy will die and it'll buff this guy's health. Alright, he's not Holy Nova. Still want this to be a Shadow Word Pain. A Shadow Word Pain, please, God, please. Oh my god, I actually got a Shadow Word Pain. That's amazing. So I'm not playing Boulder Fist Ogre here, but that's fine because he gets a Shadow Word Pain Offend Creeper, which is just amazing. We will heal that up. Kill the Crusader. Swing. And I'm going to make a strange move here. Instead of Fairy Dragon, we're going to play the Zombie Chow. The reason is that if I played Fairy Dragon and he did have a Holy Nova that he was slow rolling, everything would die. Whereas now Holy Nova, these guys would die and they'd both buff the Zombie Chow, which would be pretty cool. Still dies a Shadow Word Pain afterwards, but it would be like a 2-8. And that'd be difficult to kill. I've got the Ogre, but of course you could just play Shadow Word Death, which is scary. Alright, so he's going to Circle of Healing. Oh my god, are you goddamn kidding me? He actually got this combo. Oh, that sucks. So we're going to play the Ogre, but now if he has Shadow Word Death for the Ogre, I'm really boned. Oh, man, this could have been, you know, a Stormpike Commando, which actually would have been really great. Maybe. This could have been the other thing that I took, I don't know. But if I draw the other Shadow Word Death, I know that one of them could have been a Stormpike Commando, and I would regret it. Does he have Shadow Word Death? Please don't. Please don't. He might have it still. He might have it with his last card. He doesn't have it. Oh. Alright, so he burns the Unbeliever, but that's fine. I can heal it up. That's totally fine. Let's think here. I could kill the Drake, be down to 1 health, heal it up to 3, 4, and then it would still get burned. Or I can hit this, it'll go down to 2. Up to 4, up to 5. Aha, that's the move. So I need to kill this thing. Buff it. Heal it. And the Crusader. So the Drake could hit the Ogre, but the Ogre wouldn't quite die from that. Now it's up to Big Game Hunter range, but I'm not going to play around Big Game Hunter. Alright, he kills the Shattered Sun Cleric. Plays a North Strike Cleric, heals up for a card. This is going to be close. Oh, North Strike Cleric. That's a card I wish I had. That is a card I wish I had. Can he please not play anything else? This is Shadow Word Pain to kill Scarlet Crusader. It's very annoying because it means I cannot kill this Drake. Crap. And Shadow Word Death is just useless here. Alright, well, we'll do what we can. Let's kill that thing. Heal up my guy, which is unfortunate. It still died of the Dark Cultist. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my god, I just totally forgot that healing my thing caused the North Strike Cleric to draw a card. This really should be friendly creatures only, but whatever. That's not the time for that. Yeah, this is really bad. Dark Cultist can run into the Ogre, kill it, buff the North Strike Cleric. I should have killed the North Strike Cleric. That would have been much smarter. I'm going to lose this game. Oh, jeez. Wow. Well, that's terrible. That is very terrible. He's not going to die of fatigue anytime soon. He's got tons of cards. This Ogre is dead. Light Spawn, hooray. I mean, it doesn't even matter. I can't believe it played. You know what it was? It was the fucking Soul Priest Circle of Healing. Why didn't he kill my Ogre? Did he do something? Did he attack with this and I forgot? Oh, he attacked the Fairy Dragon with it, right. So the Ogre actually gets to live. Well, that gives me a glimmer of hope. So we're going to Mass Dispel, which is kind of epic here. Play this guy. Heal the Ogre. Kill the biggest thing he has. Kill that thing. What are my odds of winning? Extremely tiny, but it's possible that he can't kill this ogre. I mean, he'd have to have not Holy Nova, Shadowword Pain, Holy Smite, or a buff for the Northshire Cleric.
Let me change your
Cabal Shadow Priest, are you goddamn kidding me? Wow, so that was a 4/5 that killed 2 of my creatures for 6 mana. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. We're gonna go ahead and concede that was pretty ridiculous. I mean, he had a lot of answers, don't get me wrong. He had a lot of answers, that just happened to be a particularly damning one. I wouldn't have minded to have 2 Northshire Clerics and a Cabal Shadow Priest myself, don't you know? I think he just had the better deck. That's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say that he had just the better deck. Better, not the better deck because he drafted better, but just the better deck because he got the better draft. We're just gonna go ahead and say that. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Okay, 0-1. So my hoping to keep the streak alive with Priest and with not sucking is off to a bit of a bad start. But whatever, the deck was fine. I think the Priest just had a better deck. And that's the worst. I mean, if another class had a better draft than you did, like at least there's a chance the differences of your class will kind of compensate in some way. But when it's the same class, it's just
Anduin versus Jaina.
Floistia,
You
the
asked for
mage.
The light
Well,
shall
here's
bring
where I'm glad I took this over Sunwalker. It would really suck if that were Sunwalker. I'd have to mulligan everything. Here, I at least get a 2-drop. So I think that kind of indicated my choice. I even get a 1-drop. This could have either been a second Sunwalker, or sorry, Sunfree Protector, or some other thing that I had no choice but to take.
the light.
Shadowword Pain comes along at the right time. Man, I actually Shadowword Pained a Fen Creeper and still lost. That's embarrassing. Usually you will win if you can do that. Arcane Missile, 50-50 chance of killing this, and it whiffs. Of course, she can ping this to death later, but she has spent a card to achieve nothing.
Shields, I fight.
And now if she pings this to kill it, I've got a 2/3. Of course, I have nothing to play next turn, which is the awkward part. I need a 3-drop or a 2-drop to follow up on my successes. And we'll see if that happens or not. Gotta admit, that was a pretty great Mass Dispel in the last game, though, where I, like, silenced a Light Spawn, a Dark Cultist, and 2 Northshire Clerics. Too bad I ended up losing. Oh, Ogre Magi, that...
I got this.
Well, at least I have something to do next turn, but... really would have been nice to press my advantage with a 3-drop there. Really would have been nice. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. I call him like I see him. Torn Warrior is interesting. So now she can enrage this guy. Kill my thing. I want to play the Ogre Magi so much. I want to play the Ogre Magi so much, but the problem is that she could ping this guy and kill the Ogre Magi, or she could run the Torn Warrior into this, ping it to kill it, and then I wouldn't be able to kill it. I mean, I'd have to use the Holy Smite, but then I wouldn't be able to do anything else. I would really like to play the Azure Drake. Alright, we're going to do this. We're going to do this and pass the turn. So if she wants to ping this and kill my Ogre Magi, that's half her mana spent. If she wants to ping this to kill it, that's also half her mana spent, and I'm hoping maybe that I can do something good. I can maybe, like, Mass Dispel, silence this guy's rage, and kill him with the Ogre Magi, and maybe Holy Smite the other thing with my other mana. It might happen. Holy Smite deals 3 damage, you never know. She's going to polymorph my Ogre Magus. Wow, that's aggressive, polymorphing. Can't say I'm too upset about that. Can't say I'm upset at all. Alright. That is a perfect top deck, because now I can Holy Smite the Yeti to catch a little break. I mean, it wasn't that big of a break. My early hand was all expensive stuff, and I did a pretty good drafting a nice curve, so it wasn't that improbable that I would draw a playable card that was playable for 4 mana or less. Well, she's got 7 cards. I have 5, soon to be 6. So somehow she's come out ahead, unless, of course, she's still got the coin. I think she might still have the coin. So I think it's 6 to 6. 6 to soon to be 6. I can play this to go up a card, which is good. Mass Dispel. Is it at least a cantrip? Secret. Well, don't exactly want to give her an Azure Drake, but I can just kill it with the Yeti. So is it really that bad? Might as well play this. Oh, it is. Okay. So Mirror Entity, 3 mana, kill my Yeti is what that was.
I got
Not the worst thing in the world. And I did go up a card for that. So that's fine. She has 7 cards to my 6, soon to be 7, because I went up a card. There's the coin. Okay, she's got 7 mana Flame Strike. She's going to Flame Strike. A bit of an aggressive Flame Strike there, only killing 2 minions, but joke's on me, because I don't have anything to do. Oh, Power Word Shield Fairy Dragon. Best combo ever. I'm going to actually Mass Dispel, which I should have done first. I'm just going to do this, because I've got nothing better to do.
Job's done.
Yeah, well, luckily I wasn't going to play this thing. But that sucks. That I had nothing to play. I need her not to play any 4-power minions because I've got the Shadow Words here. And I would love to spend some of my cards. Pretty bad Mass Dispel, you gotta say. Fairy Dragon could have been, I think, a different 2-drop. I think it could have been a Panda. This is just the worst thing ever. Really? You had to play the Spectral Knight of all the things. Oh my god. And a Fairy Dragon. Wow, this is hilarious. So Shadow Cleric doesn't help in the slightest. In the slightest.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Draw a card. Raid Leader, not quite helpful.
The damned stand ready.
I guess I'll just kill this off, even though it's pathetic. This guy can now kill my Cleric, and then I can finish it off with Dark Cultist, and then Raid Leader will get the buff of health. This just went so badly. I was doing great. I was doing terrific, but then I got all these unplayable cards. Why can't you play things for me to kill with my Shadow Words, Mage? Come on. Have some common decency.
We must cleanse.
Alright, she's gonna buff it up, which is bad, because now it does not die to anything, and I cannot kill it with Shadow Word Death. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How could this go so badly? This deck's not that bad. I should not be at 0-2 for crying out loud, but there I am. So now I can't kill this even with the help of the Raid Leader. Shadow Word Death can't do it because it's untargetable. If I got my other Mass Dispel, I could actually kill this, but I can't. FML. Well, what we'll do here is play the Raid Leader. Actually, which of these do I want to get the health buff? It makes no difference. It actually just makes no fucking difference. So we're gonna just kill that off. Give the buff to something, doesn't matter what, because either one dies to this ridiculous Spectral Knight. Shadow Word Death can't kill it because it's untargetable. Of all the minions, seriously, that you had to have, it had to be this one. Stampede and Kodo. Oh god. Oh my god. Wow. This deck is not that bad. This deck should not give me my second 0-3 run in like as many days. It shouldn't. This is not that bad of a deck. I will go down to my dying grave saying that. Like, when I'm on my deathbed and my wife holds my hand and says, Boris, what's the last thing you want to say? I will say, that Priest deck was not that bad. It was not an 0-3 deck. For crying out fucking loud. You know what? Am I gonna concede? Well, let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and pop the spiders. See where the knives go. Not that it makes any difference. Is it really gonna hit the wolf again? That would be hilarious. Okay, it didn't. Alright, we'll pass the turn. I don't know what I could possibly do to win at this point. Holy Nova won't save me. Mind Control won't save me. Nothing's gonna save me. Jesus. This deck should not be 0-2. It shouldn't. It fucking shouldn't. Ridiculous. So she can clear the board, keep on hitting my face. I'm dead in like a turn. Holy Nova kills 2 of her creatures. Shadow Word Death at least finally kills something. Honest to God, Shadow Word Death. Oh, she's just going straight for the face. Man, a Holy Nova would kill most of her stuff. I got a Frostwolf Grunt. Well, that's good. Glad I got that grunt in time. Really hoping I'd get that at some point. I was thinking, man, if only I can get a grunt one of these days, I might actually win a game. No! We are at 0-2, and do I have time for another game? Well, we do actually. There's 38 minutes. It'd be no excuse whatsoever to end the video now. I'm gonna go see if I actually make it 0-3 in 2 days. Back to back. Or if I can actually scrabble out a win before ending the video. Have the most horrible streak I think I've ever had. Finally make it to 7 wins. Just 7. Not 8, not 9, just 7. And then we're at 0-2 with a totally fine deck that is maybe not a 12-win deck or anything, but it's completely fine. Card quality's fine. Curves, you can see it looks fine. Tintin 365. Why do you have numbers in your name? There's no reason for this. We actually have a decent opening hand here. 1-drop and a 2-drop. Mass Dispel can go suck a dog. And Bodorva's Doger can also go suck a dog, but it's staying in my hand for now. Alright, this could be worse. This could be worse. This is actually fine. We can do this, maybe play the spiders, give everything taunt. We're just chilling. Much in the manner of a villain. Please be a 3-2. Please? So Wild Growth. Okay, so he trades his coin to basically become the first player, which is fine. Spiders, hit him in the face. He's got 5 cards to my 5, soon to be 6, so it's just as if he's the first player. Which is better than playing a minion and getting rid of my thing, so I'm okay with that. At least for the game that, you know, I'm playing for my shame and honor here, at least I got a really good, not a really good, but a pretty good draw. 1 drop, 2 drop, and then another 2 drop. Again, I'm happy I took this over Sunwalker. So I think that that pick has been vindicated. Plays another Wild Growth. Okay, so now he's way ahead in mana, but he's down a card. Stone Tusk Boar is, he's down another card, so he's actually down 2 cards now. I will use the spider to kill that. Why are you using the spider boars? Doesn't that mean it dies to shapeshift? Well, I don't really mind that. I don't mind him using his mana advantage just to kill my spider and pop it. And I want this to stay at as high health as possible, to stay above Starfall, and to stay above Swipe. I can go up a card, another card with Thought Steal. You can see I've got 6 cards to 4 because he played 2 Wild Growths and a Stone Tusk Boar. So he's basically spent 3 cards for nothing at the moment. I'm safe from Swipe, safe from Starfall. He has Bite, which is not exactly what he wants here. He's biting 1 drop. He's not even getting the full life gain for it because the armor went instead of his life. It's funny. Alright, so that was a pretty underwhelming use of his mana advantage. We will Thought Steal to see what we get. Sewer Drake and Poison Seeds. Ugh. Bad card.
You're dead.
Alright, I'm not going to pop the spiders here because... Actually, am I? Sure, we'll pop the spiders. So a swipe would be really good for him, but as you can see, I'm way ahead on cards. If he swipes, it's pretty much his whole turn, killing everything. He's down to 2 cards. I play Azure Drake, and I'm way ahead. This is pretty underwhelming. A Shadow Word Pain would end it. He hits me in the face. Oh, this is a newbie. This is a total newbie. I mean, we kind of suspected that from the whole double Wild Growth, Stone Tusk Boar thing. But definitely a newbie hitting me in the face with Shapeshift when he should have been killing my spiders. 1 damage is not going to make any difference in this game. He needed to kill those spiders off. Poison Seed's a bit of a bad card in my opinion. I was pretty excited when I saw it first, but having actually played with it, it's bad. So I'm not that happy about Thoughts doing it. The Shattered Sun Cleric though is fine. Okay, so now you can kill the Azure Drake. Instead he's going to kill the Undertaker. Alright. You do that. Ah, he kills the spider. So both spiders should be dead now, but he didn't kill one last turn for some reason. Another Azure Drake? That would actually let it be 4 damage. That would be pretty amusing. Now let's just play the Ogre. Keep it simple. Safe. We'll do that. Ling, ling, ling. Ignore the dumb beast. The Ogre can kill that if I feel like it, or I could just ignore it. Got this Shadow Word Death, which, if this is the Shadow Word Death that could have been a Stormpike Commando, I think I'd actually rather have that, until of course he plays an Iron Bark or something. Starfire, so that will let the big dumb beast trade with the Ogre. And that is what's going to happen. Juggler will die to Holy Smite. Alright. Life's good. I could actually save the Holy Smite and play Shattered Sun Cleric. Then I'm not playing the Azure Drake though. But I would like to save the Holy Smite. So we will use the Shattered Sun Cleric. Hold off on the Holy Smite for now. Play this. He plays a Blood Knight, I got Shadow Word Death. Anything big, I've got Shadow Word Death. And I've got this for even more card advantage coming up. He got a big mana lead, but it wasn't able to do anything with his mana at all. But the way he's played it with the shapeshifting and the Stone Tusk Boar makes it pretty clear he's rather new. Alright, so he's going to kill most of my board with Swipe. 2 my creatures, leave the next one vulnerable to subsequent shapeshift things. Knife Juggler, alright, that's nice. So we'll do Knife Juggler, fling a knife.
I fight.
Dark Cultist. If I'd played this first, I wouldn't have gotten the Knife Fling, but then I would have gotten to play Dark Cultist. Maybe sacrificing a damage to draw the card first would have actually been worthwhile.
Ready for action.
Goldshire Footman, man, there's just no end of comedy to the creatures he's playing. Stone Tusk or Goldshire Footman. Big dumb beast. Alright, we're finally gonna win. He actually just didn't learn his lesson. He like hit me in the face, then hit a spider, and then like, nah, I've tried this whole killing minions thing. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. What can I do? Nothing. I can do nothing. Alright, we're gonna swingity dangity dingle. This poison seeds is just useless. I've got 6 damage in my back pocket here, so I should win next turn, barring incredible calamities. Wrath for a card. I see the crow play here. He didn't kill it with shapeshift so that he could kill it with wrath. Smart, smart, smart. I think he got this off the top deck, or else he could have actually wrath to kill the knife juggler. Innervate, okay, that's good. For what exactly? Other swipe? Savage Roar, I see. Lets him kill my Azure Drake. Which he does, to his credit. But it is too little, too late. Kill is mine. I don't actually need that. Well played. Oh my god, it's not 0-3. Well, at this point, we're just taking anyone we can get here. I don't expect to go very far. I mean, a little bit of bad luck, and if the deck even deserves to win, it will lose. That'll do it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and/or subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.